Red-eared slider turtles became famous across the world as pets after the Ninja Turtle cartoon series became popular among kids.
Before this year, everything was Batman action figures and Ninja Turtle cartoons.
These turtles, native to Mexico and South America, have now invaded Chennai's lakes. The Kerala Forest and Research Institute has launched a project to rescue and rehabilitate these turtles.
These are the young ones of the red-eared slider turtle. We have two ones over here. This one is just 1 day old slider turtle, and this is a 1 week old one. Actually, this is an invasive alien species which has come from Mexico. We have breeding centers in many of the Southeast Asian countries like Malaysia, and it is being imported to India. We also now have breeding centers in Chennai, around Chennai, and which is being spread all over India. The problem is that they harbor a large number of disease-causing pathogens to human beings, and this is why we have now trying to build up the awareness on the species, not to buy them, not to rear them, and even if you are rearing it, don't release it to the wild, because it can have extremely high impact on the biodiversity of our country.
In Chennai, 12 such turtles have been rescued from lakes and kept inside Gindi Children's Park.
The number one will be of taking over the nativity. So eliminating the nativity, and then it becomes dominant of one particular species. It happens a lot in especially marine areas. You see the certain fishes are now becoming almost dominant, even in Gulf of Mannar as well.
Increasing demand for these tamed wildlife has now made traders not just breed them in big farms, but also small 10 by 10 apartments.
Siri, dance. Dance. Very good. Hello. Hello.
These animals can be easily owned. All that one needs to do is make a call.
Hello, Vishal sirங்களா? ஹலோ சார், ஒன்றும் இல்லை சார், எனக்கு ஒரு பால் பைத்தான் ஒன்று தேவைப்படுது சார், ரெப்டைல்ஸ் வளர்க்கலாம்னு. சார் அப்படி வந்தால் காஸ்ட் எவ்வளோங்க சார் ஆகும்? இகுவானா சார் ஒரு சார்?
Huge breeding farms in Chennai were running illegally. Now, the State Forest Department has asked the farm owners to register and get licenses. However, only 5 in Chennai have registered so far, and in rest of Tamil Nadu, 45 have registered, but there are hundreds more. So how do these breeding farms function? Arun Prasanna, an animal activist who has visited one such farm, explains.
So when you enter a breeding facility, immediately what you notice is there will be like small cages piled up one after the other. There will be either birds in colony or kept separately. Apart from this, there will be another room where you see brooders and incubators. Incubators are nothing but a place where they hatch the eggs, whereas a brooder is a place where the hatched chicks are kept for temperature. So there are people who just take care of these birds and eggs, and they hand feed them. The chicks, while hand fed, they get over the fear of interaction with the humans, and they become more friendly with them. In other words, they become very imprinted towards the human behavior. This fetches them a bigger money compared to a wild bird.
It's not just birds anymore. Mammals, snakes, and all kinds of reptiles are being bred here in Chennai. So why is this trade a cause of worry? E. Prashant, wildlife warden of Chennai, said the real trouble begins when the animal is let loose or abandoned.
Leave alone exotics, how a natural environment reacts is like it survives based on the prey-predator relationship. So for every animal, there is a prey and there is a predator. So that is how nature keeps the population of every animal in check. But what happens with the exotics is like, since they are brought away from their native range, they don't have any predators here. The moment there is no competitor, their population explodes.
Not just Chennai, cities across the world are facing a similar challenge.
God, oh my God!
Let's go!
Dude! You got tape on you? I know you carry tape.
king snake in the Canary Islands. They are from the United States, and they were imported as pets, and thus they were released accidentally, and now they have some populations that actually are eating the local fauna, so creating an environmental imbalance. That's why, for example, in Europe now there is a ban. In my case, that I study reptiles, reptiles are animals that can be reservoirs and amplify and excrete different type of bacteria, virus, and parasites. So we need to completely avoid them to enter in our local scenarios or our local context.
We also, I am aware, and I read news article where in certain states in United States of America, people were called from our state, Chennai, the Urulas, who went to basically control the pythons and the big snakes which were introduced as exotics, but it became unmanageable kind of a situation. So it is not something which is a story which is coming from outside our planet. We have examples, and we need to learn from these examples that the biodiversity has to be protected at any cost. People must understand that our own survival depends on the protection of biodiversity that we have, and therefore the exotic trade is something which is highly sensitive, problematic, challenging, and it needs to be dealt so, with the very sensitive mind and hand.
But Tamil Nadu has also begun its fight against this illegal pet trade.